with the Dallas Cowboys. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
On second down, Elliott. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Credit the tackle there to Jordan Lewis.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, get back, let's go, get out. Here we go, 46.
Second down, Prescott. Over the middle, Amari Cooper, it's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Prescott now on second down. Fighting to stay upright inside the 10. And this is caught. It's Cooper. 19 yards that time for number 19. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally, and then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends are like in a...
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Jalen Smith, he's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. To throw is Prescott. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
2nd and 2 now. The penalty leaves them in pretty good shape.
Go, get out there, Gun.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers, reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Only a pickup of 2, but that's all they needed for the first.
The way this game is going, the way that they possess the ball on the other side of the field, you go 3 and out here, you might not see the ball again until the 2nd quarter.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Wide, ain't it?
Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
Gun. Get out. Here we go, 47. 47.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Swing to the field, right. To the right.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1.
Switch, and hey. Gun. Here we go, 46. It's coming now. Here we go, 46. Switch, and hey.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Forced out to his left. He finds his man, it's Austin. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Hey, we're going right there.
They give to Elliott. And a short gain down to about the 33. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. 2 minutes remain here in the 1st half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. The give is to Elliott. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
10th carry now for Elliott. And a short gain here down to the 22. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. The Cowboys on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. Here it's 3rd and 3. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. A first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. From the red zone now, Prescott. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. Steps away to his left. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Nine seconds to play, likely the final snap of the first half, as it's 1st and 10. Following the interception, here's Prescott. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off here, the 32. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Now Prescott. He'll let it fly for Austin. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play here for Dallas. 61 yards. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys are in for 6. solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. Being chased out left. He'll let it fly for Austin. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Prescott now, flushed out right. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Cooper was the target there.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosions.
And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. While we have a second, Charles, the Patriots, of course, back in the Super Bowl, getting the 37-31 victory over KC in the AFC title game. Great game, but, you know, the Patriots...
nobody believes in them.
Yeah, right. They're playing that underdog card, but I thought it was funny because after the game, they asked Tom Brady, were you guys just trying to use that for your own motivation? He said no comment because they were. They know they're not the underdog.
They know it, but when you've been that great for this long,
you need something.
You've got to find something different. And Tom Brady, I've got to give him credit. Somehow he made his team buy that and believe in it when no one else in the country did. And I think it really started with their first playoff game this year when the Chargers came to town. I know I picked the Chargers against them. A lot of people picked the Chargers. They took that as, well, no one believes in us, and everyone thinks we're not as good. They were just wrong about that part, as we were wrong about the Chargers beating them.
And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. First down, Prescott. Dancing to his left. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Now Prescott, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And to the 12, that's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. Well, the upcoming Super Bowl, so many storylines, but one that obviously grabs you. Sean McVay just turned 33 January 24th, youngest coach ever to take a team to the Super Bowl. Double that age for Bill Belichick, who's 66. And, Charles, that's the largest gap between coaches in Super Bowl history.
Yeah, and when you think about it, obviously the age comes into play. But to me, it's more the experience. The number of times that the Patriots have gone to the Super Bowl with Belichick leading them versus Sean McVay's first time in the Super Bowl leading the Rams. Will that game experience come into play at all? But I do like this about Sean McVay. Raised in the game, raised up through the NFL system, no matter how young he might be. Remember, his grandfather was a head coach and a GM in the league. He gets it. He understands. I highly expect the moment to be just fine for him and not too big.
Escaping the pressure right. A dump off to Elliott. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
You go 46, 46. 46.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. On the tackle, it's Randy Gregory.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
It's coming now.
Again, it's Elliott. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He'll let it fly for Austin. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Gun.
The Cowboys will go. Prescott. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he's across the 43 extra yards to the 43. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Gun. You go 46. You go 46.
Prescott from the gun. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're... a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Over the middle, Cooper with it. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. It's a big play for the Cowboys on 3rd. 41 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one 28 yards on the ground.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Now Elliott. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Here's Elliott. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Here we go. A big play in a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. Ezekiel Elliott unable to punch it in. And this Cowboy defense comes up with a goal line stand. Prescott now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
46.
He's back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. The intended receiver, Tavon Austin. That'll bring up 2nd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
And he'll get this up to the 4 right about there, and that's about it. A good way there to have him bounce back from the interception last drive. Something underneath, a little bit of rhythm going.
I know the best ones in the league have supreme confidence, but every now and then you need a little booster, don't you? This is their way of protecting him and bringing him back, and then they'll turn him loose later, I would think.
So that'll do it for us.